Swingin D 2.0 flank back. Most recent version of the Swingin D. Still the same action, fish catching ability with a little upgraded outfit on it. So here we go, man. We'll start with the tail. I'm gonna put a 15mm shank in the vise. I want this thing to be like a knife coming off the back. This helps with the tying process of the tail. You put a little bump in there, something for the tail to rest against. So a little bit of Translucy brush. This is 1-inch Translucy brush. Just gonna put a wrap and a half in there. Kind of clean this up a little bit. You just want like a little bump, like so. I'm gonna take these down the side. This one tied on the other side. Match them up. Nice little straight tail coming off the rear. Couple accent feathers. Same thing with those. Just give yourself a little dimension. A lot of the bait fish in our rivers have barring down the side. This kind of looks like what the fish are used to eating. Whiting hen saddle. A couple pieces. A couple feathers here. Collar that right on through. Okay. Alright. If you want this tail to sit perfect, what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of the resin, flexible, put it right down there, lay this on here. Now you got that perfect tail coming off the rear. If you want to really get after it, little dab there, put that in, little dab on this side, like that in. Now you got yourself a perfect little tail. Alright, little Senyo shank. Cut that off. Ahrex 274 saltwater gamrus. And right down the side, like so. Swipe the super glue. And then I'm going to the Translucy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two or three on this one. Start capping it. Little 10mm shank. Do the exact same thing on this. I got a 15mm shank. Do the exact same thing with this one. I got a little more room to work here. I usually go about 2/3 of the way up. this stuff. Go into the front hook. I haven't found a hook better than this one. It's the Gamakatsu worm. Never had this thing break. Never had one pull out. Man. Marabou. Feathers down each side. This guy. Double check, make sure it actually fits on there before you do anything. I usually use gel, but that'll play. You know, make this thing swim. Optimize the swim and depth. Gonna go with a little bit of 025. 025. Just hand wrap it. Down there like so. And then you just take the flex. Just come in with that. Lay down the flex. And what's cool about using the flex is you can pick it off if you want to pick it off and change it up, but it will swim different. Tips for this fly. I highly recommend using the heads that Rainey's makes versus some of the knockoffs on the market. What really I see flies tied on the internet that use just a regular head without a flared collar, but that collar is what makes the whole thing work. If you don't have the flared collar, you're in trouble. It doesn't kick. That's what gives it the kick. So Swingin D 2.0 flank back. The D stands for Dahlberg with the Dahlberg style head, and that's what makes the whole thing swim. You can do a lot of different things behind that style head and get similar action to the fly, but I think what separates this fly from, the basic, game changer is this fly swims like it's wounded. It kicks and moves and is very unpredictable, whereas just a straight changer requires the angler to put more action into the fly to make it do what this does without adding much rod action to the presentation. It's pretty much rod tip low, fish it on a 45 downstream, crack the fly a few times, pause it, crack it once, pause it, crack, 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 pause it. Just mix up your retrieve, and you will be rewarded with some of the most vicious takes of the year. So Swingin D 2.0 flank back.